Alright, we're live. Oh, I didn't fix the chat box. Darn it. It's always something. Put our custom code in there. Boop. Done. Okay. Welcome back. It's been a little bit. I ended up missing a week. It's okay. You know, we're still processing some emotional trauma. Trauma that we're definitely not going to exacerbate this session. But welcome back. Last time on Heroes Unite, we discovered through mostly just random rolls, really. Celestine's parents are heavily involved in this project involved with the CEO, who is currently taking supers from the state penitentiary. And after their untimely demise, their powers are being utilized to be recreated in others. And Celestine's parents at the it was, oh goodness, Tremblay, there we go. The Tremblay Institute.
Tremblay Biotechnologies,
there we go. It's not written down anywhere. And I have had too much on my mind to remember everything at this moment. Are the ones kind of spearheading a lot of the research. So, a ton of information in mind. And I guess Lockdown was also pseudo... not recruited. Was hired by the CEO to go kill the intern who's currently in the state penitentiary. And considering that he's the only one who's really capable of the task, considering his immortality, it seemed like a weird case, which kind of led us down this deep rabbit hole that went way deeper than anyone expected. Even me, the GM.
Joke's on you, I'm fucking crazy.
Joke's on you, I invoke conspiracy theories. So, all that being as it is, you guys need to decide how you want to pursue this, what you're gonna do, maybe game plan a little bit. So, the floor is yours. What are y'all doing at this time?
I think Sasha would be reaching out to our lawyer for some advice.
Okay. Well, Faro is available at any time for y'all.
That's a good point. As much as, we don't have to do everything illegally, it'd also be a good idea if we were going to pursue something like this, we shouldn't do it totally illicitly. We don't want anything coming back to bite us, especially with how our enemies operate.
Goes to message him, looks over at Lockdown. Do we want to just invite him over? It might be easier just to talk to him in person.
Yeah, that would be best.
Asks Faro to just come over to our base and meet us so we can discuss some stuff.
Okay. I was going to just leave my yogurt cup on the table, but Bean has decided that he wants to be here now. So I must put it in a place where he won't consume yogurt. All right, so Fro drives up to the. Oh, I guess.
Furo did say he could figure out where we were.
And I've told him the location.
Okay.
He has the location now, and you said drive, and don't worry, I have a garage. I paid the points for it.
Do you have technology in your garage that just prevents anyone from trying to track him?
I definitely do. I got like his security and all that good stuff. It because it's the whole deal of if you're a authorized person coded into the system, then like when you drive into like this empty ass warehouse, just the floor descends downward into a ramp.
Gun pigeons on the phone line out front. Just if anyone's following, they just shoot.
Yeah, like it'll like all the camera like you go into the warehouse, the door closes, complete lead line soundproofed, all the pigeons jaw unhinges, gun barrels pop out.
Is he mad or a genius? We don't know.
Who says he can't be both?
Exactly. I've just prepared for everything.
I do have to ask you, do they randomly fire at random pigeons that fly by?
No, that would expose my location. I
Okay.
did it once to make sure.
How do you know that one wasn't a decoy?
It wouldn't be. The other ones I've monitored, and they've had the same behavior.
They wait to see how long a bird perches. Like every time a bird perches on something, a timer comes up over its head.
I have since built in the contingency. I can now see that they are biological entities outside on my telephone wires. I'm fine.
Ah, damn, he put thermals on his birds.
After I got 2 hours of sleep, I realized I might have been a little paranoid.
All right. So, Fro arrives, coming in, dashing and handsome as ever.
Offers him a seat at the table. Whatever goodies our resident henchmen have brought from home.
Got a nice little assortment. There's some muffins and cookie squares.
Oh, does their wife do the fancy cookie squares with the pictures on them?
I think they're just the regular good old cookie squares, because they're the cookie squares that are like she somehow cracked the secret where every single piece is like a corner piece.
Oh.
Ah.
That was the bit that's written on her bio in my notes.
We need some legal advice.
Well, that's what I'm here for. So, what's going on? He looks at lockdown.
Looks over at lockdown as well. You might be the best one to explain those.
Well,
Fro
something a
crosses
little-
his arms.
Something just a little bit troubling. He has like his little presentation stuff as like it's definitely still now open on the computer, evidence still on the whiteboard. As we've discovered a lot about the accounted for and their involvement now with it was just written down. Apparently they're working with Tremblay Biotechnologies to give people powers. And there's a lot more illicit activity going on as like he passes over like a lot of the pretty fucked information they found showing all of this. Stuff that would make for some interesting hero work, certainly. Though, hero work against people that are very aware of the law and have in the past weaponized it.
It takes him a bit to kind of go over all the information he's found, or you guys have found. And after a bit of time, he doesn't look particularly happy. He kind of sets documents down. Well, based on the report I have here, they seem to have some upper level connections with some members of the government. And I'm going to assume that this information was collected illegally.
We do have to be honest with our lawyer, don't we?
We do.
Well, honesty is not really necessary. I can tell that they wouldn't just give this information out to anyone.
No.
So, that being said, prosecuting them is off the table. Not only just from a purely legal standpoint, considering how this information was attained, but with some of the legal and governmental finagling, the case would either be thrown out or will be put in court hell and won't be resolved for another 5-6 years. So, that being said, something does need to be done about this. He squints and kind of like looks over the documents again. I might have to make a few calls. Maybe I can get a more proper judge in our wing on the matter. Depending. It's gonna take me some time to kind of gather all the information. But we'll have to see. Unfortunately, unless the only time you can use information like this is if the information involved would threaten national security.
And this wouldn't, because those that would apply to are directly involved.
Well, it's more of supers are already kind of a thing. So giving other people superpowers, especially if it was not necessarily mass-produced, wouldn't necessarily make it a national problem, or at least not more national than supers already tend to be, anyway. And unfortunately, after the Silver Storm, the mass... what's it called? Superification of individuals isn't even considered necessarily a national threat, as such things might just happen to a bunch of people, circumstantially. And even though Tremblay Labs was involved in that incident, that was not a planned event, that was an accident on their transportation methods. So yeah, this one's a little bit more difficult. Not only that, but there are many politicians lobbying for the control of, you know, delivering superpowers to individuals. And in a world that's becoming ever growing dangerous for superpowered individuals, there's been a big call out for having military forces that have the capability of stopping these individuals. Like I said, it's a mess. I can definitely look into some things, and maybe, at the very least, we can stymie this particular problem. But it's going to take a lot of contact work on my end, and unfortunately, I'm not quite well known enough to throw any weight around. So, I have to play this particularly smart. Though, speaking on being well known, he looks at you all, and particularly at Monochrome. You all have been starting to get a name for yourselves, especially with a lot of the community work you've been doing lately. So, maybe you all might get a little leeway if you can really garner the public's affection.
The more hero work we do, the more likely we can to put a stop to this specifically.
No, not exactly. I mean, yeah, sure, that will help. The more people you aid, definitely, for sure. But you just need people to like you all. I mean, we've definitely seen with recent politics that you don't need to be competent at your job necessarily to garner, you know, public affection. You just need to provide something that everyone else wants to see. Stuff they can be envious of. Stuff that they can imagine being in your shoes with. So, maybe it's time for a little PR. We need you all to portray an image of your bonds as a hero group. Show that you guys are very close, a connection. Something that the public can see and know that you're all genuinely good people, really in for the good work of it. He kind of looks at Lockdown again.
He does not look happy about this at all.
He cannot tell you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, he's his body language is full displaying this. It is like arm crossed, like foot tapping. He's not happy.
And we need to see a more human side to you all. You know, they just need to feel like you're one of them.
I mean, don't we kind of already do that with our community service?
Kind of. There's a difference between someone who does things that are good and someone who portrays the image that they are good. A lot of people look at community service as something that people do to get brownie points. And that causes a lot of distrust in some people. Granted, it still makes you look good, don't get me wrong. It's still good work that you're all doing. But it doesn't make you necessarily look like, you know, like anyone else. The best way to kind of market is looking at content creators. There's a lot of content creators out there that have garnered such positive attention, such likability, that fans of theirs have gone well above and beyond just to do anything. Celestine has actually been doing this quite well. So maybe you can talk to her about some methods you guys can do. But I would say specifically, you guys need to do something fun. Some kind of bonding exercise, some kind of event. Maybe y'all need to go to a theme park or a spa or something.
Lockdown's body language gets worse.
The biggest thing is you need to have fun and you need to look like you like each other. That's important.
I don't think we hate each other. Just looks around the room nervously.
That
No, it's not that. It needs to be a step further. Pretty much.
Alright.
Pretty much like this, and just grabs him over the shoulder and just pulls him over.
Oh!
To give you an example, just releases him.
Alright.
I see we have a long way to go. That was a very stiff reaction there.
I do have another question.
Sure.
Is there some form of system similar to witness protection program to get someone out and hidden away from people?
I mean, yeah, of course there's witness protection. For what are you referring?
Glynn's is over a lockdown. The intern. I have a concern that because the intern's ability is immortality, they might try to get them disposed of. And while we only know of one person who is capable of that, I can't guarantee there aren't other people outside the city that the accounted for could reach out to try and get them disposed of. And that's not a power I don't think I want the government to have their hands on.
Okay. That, I guess that's an aspect that's fair. To be honest, I completely forgot about the intern the moment stopped contemplating if I was going to go kill him or not.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that.
We discovered all this because they contacted us, which I wasn't going to do.
Yeah, as I read in the report, it's the whole you were contemplating the fact anyone can be inquired to do any terrible thing. That doesn't necessarily impart any kind of guilt. But admitting that you were thinking about it, that's a different story. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
I like to work through options. He keeps it looks like stressed as he's arms crossed.
I can see what I can do. There can be... It really depends. Due to the advent of immortals in the first place, the intern is definitely not the first. There's been this debate on what to do with said individuals, because they could sit and rot in jail for an infinite amount of time. But they still seem capable of suffering, so you can't not feed them, but some criminals become... unending sinkholes of funds. An individual that you can't torture by starving to death, but who will never really go away. So, dealing with them is somewhat difficult. And unfortunately, even if we were to move them to the Deep Six, that just increases the amount of funds being spent on an immortal.
Could also make them a bigger target too.
Well, Deep Six is an underwater prison where access is incredibly difficult. No matter how well connected the CEO is, that anyone in Deep Six is far and away removed from anyone's hands, but getting people there is difficult. It takes a lot of funds to manage people there. The intern's crimes are also not particularly that heinous, so maybe. There might be something. We'll have to see. Looks like I just have a lot of work on my hands.
We appreciate all your help.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm more than happy to help at this point. Well, you should all figure out something fun to do together. Increase your bonds. Try to loosen up. Though I will say, if Lockdown refuses to remove his mask in any situation, that's something the audience might enjoy, so the idea of Lockdown in a swimsuit and that mask is hilarious to me, and I think would really do well for your image.
Good, because that is an absolute no-go. I refuse to remove this.
Now I think about it, have any of your henchmen seen you without that?
They have. And, well, actually, like, you guys have also seen him without it.
Have we?
Have we? Because every time
Yeah,
I'm
like-
here, Sasha's been there, you've always had your helmet on.
Occasionally, when he's, like, eating and stuff.
I just assumed you were picking up the helmet, putting food in your mouth, and just pulling it back down.
Oh no,
Yeah.
when he's like eating and drink stuff, he does take it off. It's just when he's like working on things, he has it on because the helmet enhances like his seeing and hearing.
Wait, you don't have a button on your mask to just only show your mouth and you can eat, like
No.
the crusher?
I assumed you would put food up to your mask's mouth. The mask would chew it and swallow it into your mouth.
Oh.
That feels like a massive waste of resources. I could just make a cool teleporter. Or a bird, a drone with a gun in its mouth. He just refuses to take off his helmet around like other people.
Can you
what's
use the
everyone's favorite-
Can you use the teleporter to teleport the food into his stomach?
Well, it should be chewed up first.
Yeah, you can mash it and then teleport it into his stomach.
Just throws everything in a blender.
I need to try that out.
Yeah, just get a teleporter, Alicia.
Theoretically, you could. I wouldn't recommend it. I could test it on somebody else.
What if you just have
That's why I built the gun.
What if you just have a teleporter in your mask's mouth that teleports food into your mouth?
These are great theories. I will test it against the next villain. This is why I built the gun. I tested the tech before I built the suit.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna use myself. I'm not a psychopath.
Also, when did you get here? Looks over at our illustrious leader.
I've been here just deep in thought. After all the talks we've had with our skillful lawyer here, I've come to realize I might have been a bit naive in thinking it would be a simple matter to put a team together. I didn't quite think of all of the problems and nuances that we might run into. Honestly, it's all of this legalese and PR and all that, our public image, it's not really one of my skill sets. I'm struggling to take it in, but I'll definitely try my best for the success of the team.
I mean, in your defense, you were pretty much acting solo before us, right?
Yes, I didn't have much experience with teammates or partners before. I might have been a bit overambitious, I must admit, in my desire to have some teammates of my own. But I'll definitely take responsibility for this and do everything I can to make this team work out.
Well, I definitely would start by loosening up a bit with each other. Like I said, you guys need to look like you enjoy each other's presence. Pick an activity, do something relaxing. I'm sure Celestine can take tons of photos and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good question. Do we need to just start a social media for our group? That might just be easier too. Well,
I'll make one.
Seeing how much you want to keep separate from our group versus your stuff.
I'll just retweet on my main Twitter stuff that gets posted to the group one. She's looking at her phone, just creating a new Twitter.
I think Lockdown 100% has his own social medias. Honestly, the way I picture it, I feel like villains are running on like boomer Facebook shit.
There's definitely a Facebook
No, they're
group.
definitely on Twitter, I guarantee.
I think some of I just think the ones who are like have money, because like I think there is a good subsect of villains who are being really shitty on Twitter. Like, don't get me wrong.
Skeletor is on Facebook retweeting AI generated minion memes, Cam.
They've got a
100%.
Facebook group out there, and you know it.
There are just a bunch of villains, like a lot of them, with money who are like reposting the like comment for Jesus. Like,
Skeletor is a devout Christian.
there is one of them who is a devout Christian doing the like share for Jesus, ignore for Satan, and he's like sharing it. He's like, well, I gotta. And then he's like, well, anyways, off to rob the First World Bank. And then he immediately moves out of the armored truck.
Out of curiosity, what time of year is it?
What?
What season are we currently in?
Let's see. A good amount of time has passed. We're probably in like a very like early springtime period. Just wet, rainy, and kind of cold.
So no beach episode.
Not yet. We can fast forward to summer.
I
Weather's
guarantee a
awful
beach
to fly
episode
in.
in Washington State isn't going to be that great.
Yeah, but if we're taking photos, we can add filters. We can make it look better.
And we just go to like a water park.
When it's raining,
There are indoor water parks.
Maybe.
there are.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Great Wolf Lodge has a whole like thing of it. It's not like super big, but it's kind of what it's famous for. It is in Washington, right?
Technically, also Canada has one as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sending the banner picture of our Twitter to the one selfie we took that one time.
Oh yeah.
Not ready. Are you gonna be the admin for that page as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with that, Fro has to go. He has a lot of work ahead of him, trying to get some connections and work out this quite serious predicament that you guys have found yourselves in.
Before you go, and Sasha just like tosses him like a to-go bag of like a few extra cookies and muffins.
Thanks, I'll need the sugar.
Let us know if there's anything we can help with.
Oh, I'm sure you'll do the heavy lifting when the time comes.
Now I think about it, I think the Botanical Gardens is going to be showing off their spring flower set soon. He starts scrolling through his phone, checking their social page, seeing if they're going to be opening soon for that. It's pretty tame, but there's flower viewing if that's anyone's interest.
Sasha looks across a room of some definite introverts.
Immediately, Lockdown has gotten up and like, because this is definitely like the big room that is like probably best for all of this is the workshop slash like just Lockdown's area. He's immediately back over to his workshop area and he is just like, fucking with something, like immediately disassembling shit.
I like flowers. They're very nice to look at. I haven't seen too many like exotic types though, but I'd be interested to check that out.
I don't know. I know there's one place, I swear they have a corpse flower.
I'm pretty sure the Botanical Gardens might have asked me. I put through my emails to show up at the event. Just to like publicity and stuff. Bless it or whatever. I don't know how to read it, but like I can try seeing. We can make it a group thing.
It's a pretty tame way to start, but it wouldn't be too heavy like a spa day or us going to the beach.
Yeah. We're just out there enjoying flowers, talking as a group. Meet and greeting fans.
Do we even have any fans?
Yeah.
I bet we do.
Why would we have fans?
Because I have fans and they like you guys.
Like stops, like he is currently like disassembling his big handgun. And, like he just stares.
People on Tumblr actually love you, Lockdown.
That's weird.
Man, that fan art is questionable.
I get like real nervous. I go, did they make any memes about us? I know that they do that about people they like, right?
I've seen some. None that were particularly funny, but I've seen some.
Aw.
Now you can do a quick internet search and see if there's something that pops up. No, I'll do it and I'll just Google it.
The crusher peers over your shoulder.
Yeah, even on a search engine, there's not that many options, but we got something just like holds up the screen of their phone.
All Lockdown is thinking of like, I've tried my best to make them not like me. Every time you look over at me with a camera, I tell them I tell them weird conspiracy shit, or I say that I tell them how to commit a crime.
Why do you think Tumblr likes you?
That's weird. He doesn't understand.
I'm like looking at all this stuff and clearly am not well versed in like the internet.
Oh wait, isn't there a convention coming up too?
Wait, what?
Yeah, because there's that convention you and I used to go to for a bit before you got pretty popular. It was over at Celestine.
Just out of character. Are we talking like a cosplay convention or a superhero convention?
Cosplay convention.
Okay. Oh yeah. There's
If
an
anyone
ending.
likes any of that comic book, anime stuff, then be a good way to show off us just relaxing and browsing.
I can't wait for us to show up and have some nerd criticize our costumes. That's
A lot of
clearly
people
a
criticize because they would
poorly-
be blinded if they look straight at you.
that's a poorly done lockdown costume. The mask isn't even accurate.
Immediately, just like Lockdown is like a fist clench at this.
Didn't even get Celestine's wings right.
That's such a poor Celestine cosplay. She doesn't even have antenna.
I can see the wiring from here.
I was actually planning on going as a 40k Celestine cosplay.
Like Saint Celestine.
Yeah. I have too many wings for it, but
I would just say you're an upgraded version.
IRL kit bash Celestine.
Okay, so start with the botanical gardens and then move on to the convention.
I'm ready.
Out of
crusher's just-
game. I realize now I've set you all up for such failure. Asking all my antisocial friends on like, what do you guys do to have a good time?
Oh, I know how to have a good time. We're gonna have a board game night at home, huh?
Hey, no, I specifically am setting it up that I made a character who is a workaholic and has an inability to sit still and relax. And you
Guess
are
what?
specifically tasked him to sit still or relax and have fun with people with in his mind work colleagues who I am consulting with. This is a fucking nightmare job for him. He doesn't like this.
My character is also a workaholic, but for hero work.
And he's also now been told that apparently a bunch of people online think he's cool, and he doesn't know how to feel about this.
Is one of them one of your minions?
I mean,
I'm curious if he'd be one of your biggest supporters on Tumblr.
it must be weird if he's engaging with the fandom. If Bust thusly engaged with the fandom, and now every once in a while he sees a meme about his boss.
yeah. Who do you think the first ship art's gonna happen to?
Oh no.
I'm curious who they're gonna ship with.
I know.
This might be our hero's biggest challenge yet. Improving PR.
I saw some cursed fan fiction. My eyes.
You know, that's a comment I could see at the convention. Crusher's outfit not being accurate, it changed from the proper original one.
There's a fan who's like, I prefer the Scream mask.
Oh my god.
The Crusher just surrounded by their failures.
I upgraded for a reason.
Well, that's all the ideas I have, at least until summer. Or at least when it warms up in general. Because the rest of the stuff I could suggest is like outdoor stuff.
Yeah, the literal idea I thought of like was literally the basic ideas of amusement park or indoor water park, purely because the immediate bit of go out, have fun with your friends, like not even because it was recommended by the lawyer, but because I had the immediate mental image of lockdown in whatever social situation, arms crossed, unhappy, either on a roller coaster or just in a fun situation, arms crossed. Like mid, like everyone going, woo, yeah, like loop-de-loop roller coaster, but he's arms crossed, motionless.
I also imagined us on a roller coaster, just like as superheroes who go through way more thrilling situations on a daily basis than a roller coaster's being like, yeah, this seems all right.
The monochrome who's like, I can fly.
I fly at literally the speed of light, so
This is pretty slow.
You definitely cannot fly the speed of light.
no.
You're way
At
too
anime,
slow.
the speed of light.
That's fair.
What is the Sunday stroll in the park?
Yeah, those are some of the ideas I had, was just because I just think the idea, and those also because I think it'd be fun of PR with fan interaction is also what I think would be really, really funny.
I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, pretty much.
Yeah, we can go anywhere. Money isn't an issue to me. I will just pay for it.
There's another one we could do. It would be a good photo op as well. Might also count as community service work as well. Volunteer at the libraries.
Oh my god, Susan. You guys are supposed to be having fun, being relaxed, and everything you mention is just like the quietest, most just passive event you could possibly go to.
He's starting small. He's not going to go full on anime beach episode right off the bat.
What?
That one, though, I will say, like, Lockdown might refuse because he refuses to donate labor without getting paid.
I'll pay you.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
He just needs to get money for it. Lockdown does not believe in charity.
The water
Alright,
park.
mind if I borrow a whiteboard?
He clicks a button, the wall you were like next to, maybe even leaning on, starts to rotate.
Alright, and this just starts writing out our options for like things to try.
Spa day, hike up to Mount Stanley.
We could fly up there.
Could hike up to Mount Stanley.
We gotta be relatable, so we gotta walk up it.
Let's see. There's also hiking in the Elysian Forest.
That's true.
Also, is Mount Stanley a volcano?
It's dormant. I don't know if in lore wise it's anything outside that. To me it looks like a dormant volcano.
Yeah.
Unless there's like a weird villain who's like, I'm gonna reactivate the volcano.
Oh
It's like
no.
a weird thing. 'Cause that sounds like a supervillain plot.
I can't wait for our montage of us going around trying to have relaxing vacations for social media, but everywhere we go, there's a supervillain trying to do a plot, and we have to step up to stop them.
I mean, that's how a lot of these little stories go sometimes, you know?
There's also Mount Forge. I hear there's caves in those mountains.
Quiet, no one would see us.
Yeah, but imagine the photos.
Also, whale watching.
Oh, go on the ferries? That'd be fun.
You can also charter out a private boat to do it.
Sell the blubber.
No, you just go and watch them.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they're not robots. Why are you packing a pigeon drone?
For safety. This is for self-defense.
Second Amendment allows this, Suzanne.
As the founding fathers.
I'm not questioning it. Sasha's questioning it. He's like, why are you stuffing a pigeon in your bag?
Doesn't Celestine also use drones to get videos?
That drone has a gun on it.
Does your drone not?
No,
I can help you with that.
I don't want a gun on it.
He looks. He usually looks away.
I just the funniest thought comes to my mind. Faro goes, he's gonna go to work, but then he's literally like that night gonna have a better time just relaxing, hanging out, going to like a bar or something than y'all are gonna do.
I have a feeling we're gonna go relax somewhere, but we're not gonna be able to relax 'cause the whole time we're gonna be like, we're not relaxing enough. We're not relaxing in a theatrical enough way. Look like you're relaxing more.
Yeah, what is the. Oh.
You're not having enough fun.
Because the specific thing is we have to relax. We have to go and we have to relax and we have to get specifically people to see us, enjoy our presence, get community goodwill. What is the mathematical thing we can do? Clicks a button, another whiteboard
No,
appears.
lockdown.
What is the
I am the
optimal
emotion-
rate that we can do to
No.
maximize relaxation and maximize PR?
No.
I like how everyone
Okay.
focus on the relaxation, when Faro is literally like, also make it look like you guys like each other. Y'all are just like, man, how do we relax?
So
I am the most emotionally
relaxation is hard.
lockdown. I am the most emotionally compromised one right now. I should not be having to do this. What is it you guys like doing for fun?
He looks at you blankly.
I look at you blankly.
In my free time, I am here.
I look
Oh.
at Sasha.
Oh, I know. I fly around and I try to see if there's any petty crimes going on.
Doesn't
I can help out. Oh,
Sasha?
If I'm not doing community service, I'm not hiking.
Alright, hiking. And Crusher just went to the bathroom, so...
You turn around and there's an equation on the wall.
What the fuck?
There is because if we factor in specifically water attractions, because if that part for some reason seems to maximize fun and there's a lot of people there,
I come up and just erase.
I've already memorized it.
I don't care.
I think if we do something surrounding water, maybe like an indoor water park,
Oh, I love swimming.
that would maximize people seeing us, pictures for PR, and many of the specific criteria for this event. That is how we optimize this outing.
Okay, but we also need to look like we like each other. And at this indoor water park, is there stuff that we could do together?
I mean,
nearby.
there's like this kids game where you go around completing an adventure with like this toy wand or something.
We're gonna make fun of her that. The Trader will rip us apart.
I've seen the advertisements of that place on the big billboards around. There was that one ride that had like the giant tube that could fit like 8 people on it or something.
Perfect. And we ride that. He like taps his helmet a few times with a dry erase marker. 3 times I feel is optimal.
We're gonna get ratioed by a villain if we do this.
If we ride that specifically, we do that. That should work. That fits all of the criteria, he said.
We're gonna get ratioed by a villain.
I mean, well, what do you suggest?
Something that's more interactive between us. I don't really know at the moment. Too many thoughts in my head. But to me, it's we do together. That's not just going down one water slide multiple times.
I mean, don't they also have an arcade in there as well?
They do.
Arcade at a water park?
It's a hotel with an indoor water slide.
Yeah.
Or indoor water park. It's like a hotel with a bunch of shit in it.
Why don't we just go to an actual arcade?
It is like a giant arcade. Like it's like an entire floor. We're basically just pretending the Great Wolf Lodge is in the city. Which, by the way, look up pictures of the Great Wolf Lodge if you want to like get an idea, because Great Wolf Lodge kind of fucking rules. It
does.
sick.
They also have a spa in there too.
That's true. The Great Wolf Lodge is the optimal pick. Mathematically, we can hit all of these.
Okay, we're going to the Great Wolf Lodge. We're not going to show up in the APCs.
I do not have any other vehicle.
It's okay.
Should we do a rental or something?
I will handle it.
Oh, okay.
We can schedule out like a set of time. Some days we're at the arcade, some days we're in the water park. Because I'm sure there's other stuff going on in the water park. Other than just the one slide.
Isn't there like probably like a surfing thing we could do and make it a competition? Like that would be fun. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea.
Alright. This Saturday, arcade, spa at the same time, and then we'll come back for the water park at a different time.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll make the
We also
arrangements.
go into it. If we spend a night at the hotel, granted that's a bit more expensive, we could also do a board game night, and that would be another good photo op for the hotel.
Alright, we're renting out the presidential suite. Got it.
Whoa.
I said a room, I didn't say the suite.
We're doing the suite.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you.
Okay. Let me go make phone calls. And I'll handle the arrangements and payments for that, Cam.
Okay.
Because lockdown has a issue with not sitting still. He continues mapping out the optimal rate to for this trip. He's going to have more fun than you all.
He's gonna mid-max his fun.
I think I stay around for a bit just to like get the tips and tricks from Lockdown on how to have the most fun.
Then if you're involved with this, he is going to work with you because he's like, we're kindred spirits here.
Yeah, I'm
He
like,
involves you in the equations of like, this is how long we can stay, and like if we stay here for longer than 3 hours, I believe that we're going to get bored of this specific thing.
oh, that's a good point. I pull out, I like go to a computer and type up a like floor plan, lay out a map of the place. I'm like if we go to here, then to here, we'll have to double back to get to this thing. So we should go to that before.
That is he like immediately like scanning it all, like that is 5 minutes of wasted time if we take that route. He like erases a segment of the whiteboard. I can't believe I overlooked that.
I'm looking at it and I'm like looking up different reviews and stuff, and like it seems like this one gets a longer line toward the end of the day, so maybe we should visit it in the morning when we get there. And this one looks like it's basically empty around lunchtime.
Okay.
Oh,
We pace out food. We can just take things as we go, because these like walking distance, we can also pace that with meals. We can just do that at the same time.
that's true. While it's the food court is over in this area, it's away from everything. It becomes way busier at lunchtime, but there are smaller food stands around the place that we can line up directly on our route to pass at the perfect time to get food. We don't have to stop at the busier restaurants.
It's a great point. We just map out our entire visit.
What are you most excited for, Crusher, for this trip?
Honestly, I'm excited for the water slides. I haven't been there since I was a kid.
That's fair.
And staying in the nice part of the hotel. I won't complain about that.
I mean, the cheaper stuff's not too bad either, if you like the idea of being in a cabin.
Yeah. I just never been to the presidential suite before.
Very fair.
In the background you hear, okay, so it seems like Crusher's really looking forward to the water slides. Maybe we should put a bit more emphasis on that part of the trip.
Because we can time that specifically when they look interested in it, so we need to get those pictures, and we don't want to have that moment where we're all like, oh, the water slide. We need to time this out. We can't waste the moment where we're all trying to gather everybody.
That's true.
We need to have it so we're all walking up there at like the same time.
If we get it too early, we'll be having way too much on our minds thinking about the rest of the day. But if we get it too late, we'll be too tired from all the other things we've done so far.
There's a lot of work that goes into planning a trip like this.
Honestly, I don't know how all those normal families are doing this regularly.
It's a lot of effort.
Well, normally they're not sitting over a whiteboard planning out the most effective way to do it. They're just going with whatever they feel like for the day.
I think they just it just turns at you like
Yeah, I'm just staring at you, confused.
Most people don't think this far ahead as using waves at the whiteboard.
Have you ever thought anything spontaneously?
Well, if they don't plan it out, how do they make sure that they're getting the most fun out of their day?
You could go and then completely waste your time.
Well, just listen to your gut. That's what I do, at least.
I've never once listened to my gut ever. Everything I do is completely planned out, ages in advance.
I look down very pensively and I start mumbling to myself, like, maybe they go more often than we do, so they have more experience. They can do these sorts of calculations intuitively. Maybe they're used to all of these things that we have to actively think about, and they can make spontaneous decisions in the moment based on the situation.
I'll filter the Yelp reviews. He starts coding something to filter out Yelp reviews for experienced Great Wolf Lodge members.
The Crusher leans over to Sasha and whispers, "I don't think they've relaxed a day in their lives."
We seem to have better luck tying them to a chair.
Yeah.
Well, one of them. Looks over it. Monochrome. Can't wait for the arcade. The arcade's a lot of fun from what I hear.
I start pulling up pictures of families on their vacation at this place, and I see them looking happy, and I'm clearly trying to make the facial expressions they're doing, practicing them, but my face is just made of light and unclear, so it's just like barely moving around enough to notice.
This is why you need a mask. I don't have to worry about that aspect.
It does seem very convenient.
There are masks out there that are digitally coded to match your expressions.
That I prefer the complete obscuring part.
I know you. I was mentioning for Anna.
If that is something you're worried about, I could see about making it for you.
Maybe I just have to focus more on the body language rather than facial expression. And I do like looking around at us, like sort of taking quick measurements of our height. I'm one of the taller of the group, and I can float a little, so I'm like as if I'm in the back of the picture, like bending over a little just to get right above someone's shoulder, and like thumbs up next to my face. I'm looking in the mirror like, yeah, that looks natural. I'm so stiff.
We might, because what did we plan for the trip in like a week? We might need to have a day where maybe we sketch out the best pictures we could take. So we gotta plan for that as well.
I mean, if you're looking for best locations, there's tons of influencers who get their pictures taken all over the place to give you an idea.
Oh, not like best locations. I'm talking like best poses for all of them.
We should figure out where everyone should stand when we take the picture, because we need to make sure everyone's visible and we can show off how much they're enjoying their time there.
Looks over at Crusher. You think we'll survive this?
I don't know anymore. I just hope they figure out how to actually relax.
Alright. Everything's handled.
You walk in and the whiteboard is completely covered.
My hands are like just clenching my head, like I'm stressed out so much.
I have coded a specific thing to scrape the internet for reviews only from people who have visited the Great Wolf Lodge at least 5 times.
Don't worry about the pictures. I'll handle that.
Well, it's not even just the pictures. They're trying to plan poses as well.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank goodness we have a professional with us.
I'll scrap this part of the planning, and he wipes off a segment of the board.
This is... You guys just let this happen while I was calling them?
We tried.
They're out of control.
We can't stop that.
Alright, we should be able to, now with Celestine taking that responsibility, we can save on those 20 minutes we set aside to be practicing our pictures on scene.
It was a time sink.
We tried suggesting acting natural and spontaneous, and they looked at us like we had extra heads.
I'm not surprised.
Well, Well, since they're fretting over all that, what board games you bringing?
What?
I mean, if we're gonna have some fun, might as well do something spontaneous that's not in their plan. I'm bringing some board games or a book.
Oh.
Or we could even watch a movie.
I can bring Scythe.
That'd be a lot
Oh.
of fun. I've got one called Tyrants of the Underdark where it's sabotaging your opponents.
I've heard about that. Sounds really good. Though I worry that if we bring it out, we'll sink like all of our time this weekend into it.
I mean, if we're gonna spend, from the sounds of it, they're planning on spending a week.
What the fuck? I booked
That is
for like
the
3
optimal
days.
rate to plan everything out.
I booked for 3 days.
We can adjust the ratio. He looks at the math. It's gonna take some scrunching.
I'll book the week.
No, I can stay. I can stay up a little.
I'm booking the week. Go and make another phone call.
Can we put off our work for a whole week though?
I bet there's other heroes taking care of our stuff, you know?
There are other heroes. Besides, this is from at least how I'm framing it in my head, so I can stay a little sane. This is direct work towards a greater goal. We need to specifically get the public to like us more, so then we can do something else greater in the future.
I suppose you're right. I'm like tapping my foot on the ground really fast, clearly stressed out about not working toward hero stuff for a whole week.
Should I just, to the other two, should I just give Lockdown money to stop worrying?
Yeah. It might
Yeah, you
work.
can try. I don't know if it'll work, but you can try.
Hey, Lockdown, I'll give you $10,000 if you stop trying to plan out the vacation second by second.
Pauses.
I like freeze up and I look over and go, but then how will I know what to do? What I should do to do it the best when we go there?
You listen to me.
All this work for 10,000? It's just this work I did is kind of, I don't know if it's $10,000 worthy. Maybe like, I don't know, 20,000.
$15.
That could be a little spontaneous.
Venmo you $15,000.
All right, you're on your own, Monochrome.
Uh,
He sits down.
I mean, you just spend time with us, pretty much.
Yeah.
This is a bodyguard job that I can pretend I'm slacking on.
Nope, you're
Easiest
being-
15K of my life.
That's fair. You're being paid to be given an arcade card and play arcade games, and so are all your
Exactly.
boys.
This is This is essentially work I've already done before. I've done bodyguard work that I then just didn't pay attention on my job. Easy.
Oh yeah, are there enough beds for all of us in the presidential suite? Or
Oh,
is
yeah.
this more like a slumber party?
I mean, there's beds. There's also a pull-out bed in there. But if you want a slumber party, we can.
We can
I'm
make
just
a
trying to
pillow
plan out if
fort.
I need to bring a sleeping bag.
We can just ask for more blankets and make a pillow fort.
Yes!
Yeah.
That could be a lot of fun. All right, when does our reservation start?
Saturday.
Okay.
What day is it?
Tuesday.
That's plenty of time to do all the packing and prep stuff. Where do we want to meet up before we head out?
Oh, they're going to that one McDonald's, the chauffeurs.
Okay. What car did you pick?
I got multiple, actually. Because, like, I feel like a limo was too much, but we have a lot of people. So I just got, like, 3. I think 3. Maybe I need 4 cars for all of us.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, I think we should take a quick 10-15 minute break.
Woo.
Give everyone some time to contemplate the trials ahead.
Oh God.
Role playing, having fun.
Ugh.
What's that?
It's quite the challenge. I think you're all up for it, though. You've been role playing for years now.
It's gonna be
I
the
haven't been
hardest
having
part of the
fun for
challenge.
years, though.
Oof. Woof.
Dab on him.
Damn.
But, alright, I was going to take a quick 10-15 minute break. Everyone some time to shake it all off, and we'll get back to it. So we'll be right back. All right, we're live. So, you guys have a little bit of time before your vacation, I suppose. Is there anything anyone wants to do before the day of the event?
I would like to, quote unquote, use Inventor to make a little just data pad that I can just read data off of.
Sure. How is this different from a phone? I'm just asking.
It can't connect to the internet. And just purely is meant to just read files on. So I want something that's off network that I can take with me to transfer the Angel files, just in case the curiosity gets better of me during this trip.
Okay. Sure.
Now who's the one who can't relax?
Always work with you.
This is why we had to plan it out. I'll let you know when the two of us were making plans. Looking at files wasn't on them.
I had it on the whiteboard that Celestine can't get off they dang phone.
That's true. We did actually take that into account, but we made a note that if it's work related, cut him off. We don't have time for that.
I do get off my phone. I was just making our Twitter and making our reservations, okay?
Always on your dang phone, not looking at.
Why don't you look us in the eyes while you say that instead of continuing to look at your phone?
Kids these days, not on books.
My phone's in my pocket. My hands are on soldering tools right now.
Looks like a phone to me.
I bet you tried to scroll the book, didn't know how to turn the page.
Anyways.
Alright. Oh, no one has anything else they want to do.
Other than buying new swimwear.
Oh yeah.
I do transfer the files onto it, and then make lockdown promise me to never open it unless I say it's okay.
Sure. Yeah, he will keep that. You want him to like keep it in his possession, basically.
Yeah, well, no, I have the tablet's on me. I'm copying the files onto it. But you're not. But I'm leaving the Angel file on your original, on your computer. Just you're not allowed to open it.
Gotcha.
All right. So the day arrives. Your entourage of vehicles come, and you go to the White Wolf Lodge. So, just for funsies, describe your casual wear.
Sasha is decked out in all black still. But it's definitely like black jeans, black long sleeve shirt, black sunglasses. The only thing offset that does not match his look entirely is he's wearing black flip-flops instead of closed-toe shoes that he normally wears. And the luggage he has is neon blue instead of his usual color schemes he tries to keep to. And I have to specify, he only packs for the trip, so he has the smallest rolling suitcase possible.
Okay.
I think I probably don't even own clothes because I don't need them most of the time, but it's been emphasized for me for this trip how important a casual outfit is for our purposes here. So I went out and bought some that I thought would really emblematize the vibe we're going for, the chill and fun times we're having. So I got like khaki cargo shorts with a bunch of pockets on them that I while I was out, I got a few disposable cameras because I thought it would be fun that I have in there. And then I have like a plain white t-shirt and a colorful like Hawaiian button-up shirt that's just unbuttoned over it. And I have like the fisherman's hat type of deal on top. It's like a classic dad on vacation vibe. And you know I'm wearing them flip-flops.
Man, the first two are just complete, like, tone-wise opposite. One's like
Yeah.
reluctant goth, like a vacationist, and the other one is just the embodiment of light dad mode.
It is like we're here for optimal fun. So lockdown has loose, casual, light button up. He has bright, fun swim trunks, loose slip-on shoes, helmet on. He's ready.
As soon as we get together, I immediately give a big thumbs up to Lockdown, impressed by the outfit.
He gives you a thumbs up. They're ready.
I definitely got my outfit from looking at hundreds of pictures of families on vacation.
Lockdown was there next to you. They were
Yeah.
on his big computer looking at vacation photos. Like planning everything out.
I also just don't have any luggage because if I need anything, I will get it at supersonic speed.
You're carrying the board games.
Yeah. I'm definitely helping other people carry their luggage.
The Crusher's wearing a really loose white tank top. Not like a wife beater, but just a regular tank top with a black zip-up hoodie open, and then some teal basketball shorts and some really cozy slides. Like the kind that every time you walk, it just feels like you're walking on a cloud.
Okay.
You got the therapeutic sliders.
Yeah. And he's still wearing his mask.
Oh my god.
Y'all without secret identities got it good. You know?
It's not just give it up. It's like a vacation photo. His face is going to be seen no matter what he did, so he just gave up bringing his mask.
I will hide my identity through whatever means necessary. Definitely saying that because that is one of my motivations and flaws.
And we just have Celestine.
I'm wearing Jiraike, I think that's how it's pronounced. It's like darker colors, more like flowy tops with like skirts and stuff. So a very like comfy, loose-fitting outfit with platforms so that I can have my wings relax and not scraping along the ground.
Okay. Well, as you all arrive, the other guests very much notice y'all.
Just jealous of our optimal vacation fits.
And indeed, with all the good work you guys have been doing lately, you have some fans come over to talk to y'all.
Oh, hi, hello, nice to meet you. Hello, hi. Oh, selfie. You tell that Celestine's very used to this.
As soon as it happens,
I
I'm
can't prepare for this.
yeah. As soon as it happens, I'm a little caught off guard, and then a selfie comes out, and I very much get back into the planning mode where I'm paying very close attention to both of their expressions and body language. All right, all right. So close enough, but not too personal.
I'm gonna take a break and just lock down. Can you go check in for us, please?
Will do.
Because I know he's the one who the most wants to get away from this.
Yeah, he immediately like it doesn't like if one of the somebody is like kind of came up to him and is talking to him.
As you're going, I call out, make sure to see if they have any informational pamphlets at the front desk. You might be
I will
able to
get
make some last minute changes if
I will get
there's anything
multiple.
new. Yes. I turn back to the people around.
You were paid money to not worry about this lockdown. How dare you?
That is important information. He looks at you like you're weird, but you can't see it. That is weird. You should get the informational pamphlet.
Just try to relax, Monochrome. Sasha like leans down, signs some little kid's plushie before they run off to their parents.
Maybe you need a drink or something, Monochrome.
Oh, no thanks. And I reach down into one of my many cargo short pockets and I pull out 2 water bottles. Are you thirsty? Do you want one? I have some to
think I'm good
spare.
for now. I think what Crusher meant was something stronger than water.
I reach into one of my other ones and pull out a juice box.
I don't think he gets what he means.
Do you know what alcohol is?
Alcohol on our trip?
I mean, some adults, some parents do that while their kids are playing.
How are you gonna maximize your fun if you're not even coherent?
You don't have to get drunk, but just one drink or something. Help you loosen up a little.
Seems a little reckless. I also don't particularly like to drink. I like to keep my wits about me.
I think of it more like a social thing. Not everyone goes to drink just to get drunk. Some people go to just hang out with other people. You don't even have to drink whatever drink you get. You can just sit there holding it in your hand and just talk.
Well, I've never really tried drinking much.
There's also non-alcoholic stuff you can order that doesn't have alcohol in it. It just looks like the alcohol drinks.
Maybe we could see what they have here. Maybe I'll try something new while we're here.
It's a step in the right direction. Pats Crusher's shoulder.
I reach into one of my pockets and pull out like one of the small notebooks that flips the pages over the top, and I open it up to a checklist, and I circle the line that says "Try something new."
We did immediately account because when I got paid for to have fun, he did immediately also like set some stuff aside for you to help. But we did immediately account for the fact that like something new would happen the moment we stepped in to the building.
Yeah, we planned for the spontaneity.
We accounted for that in the formula. We're prepared for everything.
I'm sorry, you what?
We did that before everything got like paid for.
You traitor.
That was before you gave me the money. I'm not worried about it, but we
No,
planned
you
it.
accounted for that.
Yeah.
I
didn't mean it like that.
I aim my light blast at you.
Don't check the prison.
Did they say we had to wait for a room?
Oh, yeah,
It's a
he goes and
reservation.
checks in.
Yep. Now you guys get checked in. Everything's good.
I have a moment that's a little too real due to my day job.
Oh,
How understanding do you think Lockdown is of problems or inconveniences? Do you think he's a very good customer to have?
It's a good question.
Oh no. Alex is thinking too deep. He's getting too into the role play.
Well, I just think just lockdown's a little too weird sometimes.
He knows the answer, but he doesn't want to give in to that being in his line of work. He refuses to become what he hates most.
No, I just think it depends on the type of inconvenience. I just think that there are definitely some situations where lockdown would get upset, and it's like the type of thing where you're like, you go home and you're like, I had a customer get really upset with me. And you're like, what happened? It's like, I don't know. It's just like he like accused me of like of cheating him out of like some conspiracy shit. It's fully if he thinks that you are working with something trying to fuck him over. Because he thinks you're part of something greater trying to get him. But if it's like, oh no, sorry, this thing just like this inconvenience happened, he's like, that's good. But he's like,
This
wait
isn't
a
something that just happens. You would have to go out of your way to accomplish this.
therefore
couldn't
it
have
has
made
to
a
be
mistake.
intentional, and like it has to be an intentional thing, greater plan that you knew he was coming, and you're working for someone. It's induced paranoia, not because he's like he doesn't like customer service people.
It's perfect.
But all right, so you guys go up to the special suite. Unburden yourself of all your things. What do you do first?
Well, might as well head to the water park.
wait, I need my shorts. My swim shorts, wait.
Did you put them in
Amateur
the bottom?
move.
Maybe.
Okay. I have to get changed too, so you got some time.
Just quickly runs to the bathroom with some swim shorts.
Grabs his own swim shorts, puts them on. Takes off the shirt, he's not gonna need it. He grabs his towel.
Bean, stop attacking my toes.
I know I'm not supposed to care, but this is why you show up wearing it. Amateur move.
Yeah. Or mine underneath.
Exactly. That's efficient.
Looks over at Celestine. You've seen how pale I am.
That's
I'm
fair.
not gonna blind people as soon as I walk in the door. I'll wait till I'm in the pool first.
One monochrome is enough.
Exactly, that's why I chose pants, not coming in the swim trunks.
Though, I've never gone swimming with these wings. I hope they're not going to get like too heavy and have make it extra time to dry out and stuff.
Well, there's a kid section if you want to try. It's a lot shallower, so you don't have to worry about it too much dragging you down. See how it feels.
Maybe.
Also, wouldn't you know? I thought you did some of your crime fighting in the rain.
No, I've gotten really lucky.
Oh, okay.
That's insanely lucky, considering
worry
you're in
about it.
Seattle.
That's just. Listen, don't worry about it. My family also controls the weather. Don't look into it.
What?
Is that a new feature?
Damn, they must be with the Democrats.
Well, we're heading down. What are you two gonna go do? Looks over at Lockdown and Monochrome.
I mean, I'm already prepared, and hey, I am being spontaneous.
Yeah, we're supposed to be doing things together, so I'll come with you. Just give me a moment, though. I have to use the restroom real quick. I've made the choice that Monochrome is definitely like the dad that's too into proper hydration, and so goes to the bathroom 10 times a day on a trip. It's constantly stopping to go to the bathroom whenever you pass one.
I know
Relatable.
your pain.
Oh yeah, minibar is open if anyone wants anything.
Immediately, just like takes multiple things out of it.
Alrighty. Let's go. Heads down. Starts heading down towards the water park.
Okay. As you go down to the water park, you see it is absolutely packed with people.
An introvert's nightmare. Does it look like there's any poolside chairs open?
Sure.
Alright, he goes over and claims a few for his friends.
There's just 5 conveniently open
Just in the right
chairs.
spot.
Like yeah, the closest to the wave pool.
Actually, just question. We did the minions get invited to this?
They got like their own like smaller suites.
There are 6 people. Actually, multiple, because some of the minions have brought their significant others. There is an area taken because Lockdown actually altered their reservation to send them a day earlier, and then he tasked them with payment to come way earlier and reserve an area all to us. He ordered them to come at like 6 a.m.
You hacked into my booking thing.
Well, no, he
And
just
changed
said
it?
like he just told them to like, hey, we want to extend our reservation.
Oh.
Here's some extra money. Yeah, you can request that as a guest.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys just see like 6 people like waving as like they have an area kind of just set off to themselves. And they have a bunch of towels laid out.
I wave back to
There
them.
they are.
Nice work. I'll reach out my hand for a fist bump.
Yep. Hey, finger guns.
I go up and start greeting all of their family members. Oh, so nice to meet you finally. I've heard so
Carol?
much about you. Carol, the cookies were amazing.
There we go. Where is? How many of them have I written out? Because I know. Let's see. Yeah, Carol has a wife. Dwight has a boyfriend.
Whoa.
Jeremy Renner. He has but not that one. He has a wife and 2 kids. And then I think Philip. No, that's it. Yeah, no. Those are those who have like families that they brought along.
Frankie doesn't got no family?
No.
Poor guy.
I mean, he might have family. I don't.
He's out of everyone's league.
I don't know what he says. He doesn't communicate. He just finger gun. I asked him, "Do you have family? Like, do you have anyone like?" Because like I know you moved here, and he finger gunned at me. He's like, "No, I actually kind of need to know this because I need to do like a bit of documentation." And he finger gunned at me. I said, "Wait, what am I talking about? I don't need to file a W-2. I don't pay taxes." And then I turned around, and he finger gunned at that too.
I respect him for that.
But yeah, they all start greeting, being all nice. Definitely like, because I know the two kids, by the way, they're like 12, 13. Like, they're not young kids. Jeremy is like in his 50s, it turns out. As they had kids a little late, but they're actually fans. They watch the streams too. And
Wow.
they're very excited to meet everyone.
I'm very excited to meet them.
Same.
But yeah, they've essentially cordoned off a little area for us. Is that allowed in the Great Wolf Lodge? Probably not, but who knows?
It's allowed for us because we're cool.
It's allowed as long as no one comes and tells you to stop.
True.
Out of curiosity, I'd like to scan the crowd and see if there's any familiar villain faces in the crowd.
Familiar villain face.
Skeletor is there.
Just Skeletor sitting there.
What if he just wants a relaxing vacation? Like us. I'm kidding.
You know what? This has worked well for us in the past. What's the percentage chance of there being villains there? Do you think there will be?
What was the population of heroes again in this world?
We had it lower than average.
He had like a 3 or 4.
It's like just to the point where it's not like absolutely crazy to see someone super powered, but it's also not like everyone's got some. Like, it's not like your neighbor's probably super powered, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. What we were going for.
I don't know, like what? Like maybe if we roll a 30 or lower on a D100.
It's gonna be 30 villains in the crowd.
I think if there's 30 or lower, there's like there's a chance there's like a villain.
Cam rolls a 1.
All villains.
Every single villain in the city is what makes up this entire crowd.
Yeah, if it's like a 30 to a 20, there's a villain. A 20 to a 10, there's like maybe like 2. A 10 to a 1. Oh man, Great Wolf Lodge is having like a villain seminar at one of the areas. Like, they rented out one of the office areas, and like they're giving like a talk on how to better your villainy.
All right, let's roll the D100. Nope, I don't want this to be a private roll. There we go.
It's still privated.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, no, it shows up.
Also, there's 2 rolls by me for some reason. Or was that last time?
That was last time. That's 14 days
Yeah,
ago.
14 days ago. Okay. Well, the number is 43, so no villains.
Dang.
It'd be so funny if one of those villains just showed up. What? Not even acting up. Just was like, "Oh, hey guys." Like, it was like
Lockdown, it's
fucking,
you. Man.
like it was just fucking Mr. Freeze or whatever, like whatever that guy's name was again.
Ice creamer.
I
Nice
haven't seen
creamer.
you guys since you
Oh,
put me in
hey!
prison.
What are you guys doing here? Funny seeing you. And like, he's just
What
hanging
are
out,
the
being
odds?
kind. isn't this fun? Like, not really my normal vibe, huh? It's like he's in just like a swim trunks or like a Speedo, just like, I just wanted to take a little chill pill. Hey.
Come here. I want to introduce you to my girlfriend.
Oh no.
Been dating for 3 years.
It's our anniversary.
It's like that, like, oh, these are friends from work. That's how he's introducing it.
I mean, technically speaking, the superhero and a villain are their own jobs.
Did you guys just get here? Let me buy you guys a smoothie.
Not buy. I can make it myself.
Just pulls out a gun and makes a fucking smoothie.
Yeah.
Good thing I always keep strawberries and blueberries on me. They're great for antioxidants too, because remember, he is a bodybuilder.
Yep.
True. I never leave the base without it.
I guarantee you, it's the best smoothie you'll ever taste.
We're all like, damn, it is the.
Yeah, he does his introductions, and Sasha just. What first? Flips a coin. Oh, guess I'm going in the wave pool first. See ya.
Let me check my powers real quick.
Don't you technically have? Are you still wearing the suit?
He's wearing the helmet.
I'm wearing the helmet.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
I guess. Dang, I'm not wearing my combat suit. That is rough. My stats are shot down. Oh no.
Can you Tony Stark this and have it like come to you if you need it?
I didn't build that in there.
Dang.
He has it with him. It's in the room. Like,
It's hidden. I was gonna say it's just like hidden underneath this towel.
so I have lower toughness.
But your toughness is still up
my
by 2.
strength is lower. Yeah, my toughness is normally amplified by like 3. So you've brought back up. My strength is reduced by 5. My strength normally, by the way, just want to say, without my suit, is a 1. Which is, strength of a guy who works out to the scaling of this game.
Yeah. Pretty normal.
The bit I was curious about was because it's only tied to the suit, though. It is specifically is removable, so I do not have access to this. Yeah, I cannot adapt to environment.
Oh no, he's gonna be cold in the pool.
Well, I think I give off enough heat to where I'm in the pool. A good area around me is heated up a bit.
Unless
God, you peed in the
specifically
pool.
adapt to environment can be like I can breathe underwater. But no, the oxygen tank is in the. I have a bit of backup oxygen in the suit and stuff. The helmet itself doesn't do that. Yeah, that's
Anyway, as soon as Sasha starts going off on his own, I go, what about doing things together? I start running after her.
Well, then get moving, Slowpoke.
Wait up! The creature just starts sprinting.
I signed one person's forehead and go, sorry guys, gonna go hang out with my friends. And chase off after him.
right. He'll come to because the alternative is sticky. He immediately looks over and sees more people, like fans, is like, okay. And he just gets up and follows.
Okay. What's up? Yeah, having fun, chilling by the pool, doing all kinds of stuff. I need to now ask, how much fun are you actually having?
At least
I
the
think-
Crusher's having a lot of fun.
I think I'm having a good time. I'm definitely worrying about a lot of stuff, but like, I'm having a good time through it.
I'm also having a good time.
Flash is having quite a bit of fun. He's enjoying the park and everything. He's a little stressed, keeping an eye on everyone else so they make sure they're having fun. But once he sees they're having fun, he relaxes a bit more.
Lockdown is showing himself to the extent that a person who doesn't fully know how to enjoy himself can. He is this is a thing he doesn't really do. Doesn't spend leisure time. He doesn't go out and spend time with other people. This is not his element. He finds a lot of this weird. He has moments where people come up to him and say they enjoy his work, and then he's immediately like off put. He does have moments where he almost says things that are probably rude or like dismissive, and Celestine definitely has to play a little bit of interference. He does like stop himself a few times, but there are moments where it's hard for him because he like someone says like, "Oh, lockdown, I'm such a big fan," and he goes, "What? Why?" And then like Celestine has to step in immediately. It's putting a man who has never learned how to relax in a situation of relaxation. It's going better than he thought, but it's different.
Okay. So you guys are having a pretty good time. You're able to relax, and for some of you, this just feels like good. You know, it doesn't feel as forced as it was going to be. It's something that kind of has taken your mind off of some of your greater concerns. You're having a good time, and Celestine, you're getting some pretty decent photos. And you know what? Lockdowns, even his standoffishness, you can make that work. You can make those awkward moments with him really shine for all the people who love the grumbos in the crowd.
God, those temple bitches are gonna love this.
I
You
feel
put
like it's
little
the
filters
same.
on to make it so it looks like his mask is blushing.
Oh my
I
god,
do
yes.
feel like it's the same audience that really likes like Grunkle Stan.
Yeah. Yeah. I also do edit a photo of you, like Luda said, with like blushing, but also now you have cat ears. And like it's got like a pinkish filter to it and everything, and like little bows as well.
Making Lockdown come off as more of a tsundere.
No, it's just more that's just what people do sometimes to like grumpy characters. Make them all just cute and shit. But I do post that on just like an anonymous Tumblr account, and it gets a shit ton of notes.
Just as things are seeming to be going really well, you do notice in this, pretty crowded area that something has got a lot of people's attention near the entrance.
I wonder what's going on over there. And I look at my checklist where I still have to do something spontaneous, so I start heading over.
Zoom in with my helmet. See if I can see. That's why I keep it on.
I can't fly right now because my wings are too wet.
Weakness discovered. At the entrance, there is another hero group who has come here probably for something similar to what you guys are here for.
All right, let's kill them.
Whoa.
Agreed.
Are they like well known?
Hey, you know what? You know who's prepared for this and is specialized in this work? $20,000.
I take my notebook and flip one more page. It says where it just says, in case of running into other hero group, and there's just one line that says eliminate.
There's a link to a bank account in Switzerland.
Are they like well known?
Yes. So the group in question, it has been a somewhat up and coming hero group. They were originally from Korea, but due to some of the superpower struggles over there, they've been kind of traveling around to find a city that, you know, has an opening for a very well-known hero group, and it just so happens that Emerald City fits the bill.
God, please don't tell me they're K-pop style.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are they also just K-pop idols?
We won't stand a chance against them.
They are not necessarily K-pop themed, but they do look like K-pop stars.
Damn it!
They got that Korean plastic surgery kind of look, you know.
We're done for, guys.
Gosh, I spent a hero point to make them an idol group.
I was gonna say spend a hero point to make them ugly.
Oh.
No, we haven't met them yet, right? None of us?
No.
No.
Okay. I guess I'll take this opportunity to go, I'll like raise my hand at them and go, oh, hey, fancy seeing you guys here.
You do so, and I mean, people in the crowd recognize you. It's very hard not to recognize you, to be honest.
I take my like vacation souvenir sunglasses and I put them on for a moment and then immediately take them off because the light coming off of me just shines into the sunglasses and bounces back at me.
Blinded by your own light.
So I just use them. I like hang them around the collar of my shirt as an accessory.
So they look at you and they're like, "Oh, it's Monochrome. It's nice to meet you, sir. What are you doing here?"
Oh, my team and I are on vacation. Are you guys doing the same?
Oh yeah, we are doing some downtime after, you know, going around saving the day. We've been doing some good work in this city, and we figured, why not just relax? And everyone around is just kind of like, they kind of like strike a pose in a way.
Lockdown from far away laughs.
I look at it and think it's so cool. Yeah, I've heard about all the work you guys are doing. I'm a bit relieved that we have another hero team in the area. Makes it a lot safer around here, you know?
Oh yes, it's a lot safer now that we're here. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks over at Crusher from the way Fulby said. They said what now?
I'm always happy to have more heroes in town.
These guys kind of sound like assholes.
I couldn't
Trying to
tell.
posture a guy who's kind of impossible to posture at.
I like look around a bit and I go, it's a bit busy here, but if you want, you can come hang around us. There's a few open chairs next to where we're at.
No worries. We already have some special reservations here at the lodge. But maybe we'll see you around. He kind of gives you some finger guns.
I hope so. Feel free to come hang out if you're ever in the mood.
Leans over again to Crusher. He speaks Frankie's language.
He does, but Frankie's way cooler.
I turn around and go back to the group and go, man, those guys are really cool, aren't they?
You're not going to make us do a hero pose for a group thing, are you?
Do you not want to?
Yeah,
It'll just make
not
it.
doing that.
People will just think we're copying them.
Oh. And that's a bad thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
Socially, yes.
we will get. They'll reply to our tweet, and then we'll get ratioed. That's like legitimately the last thing that we want, especially from those guys. The villain we can recover. From those guys we cannot.
Oh, okay then. Should we have some more fun then?
Sure. Splashes him immediately.
Ah!
Also, I actually don't know what to name the Twitter because we never came up with a name for our group.
No shit. We
Halfway
know.
through the season, no name.
I've
Oh,
been thinking
yeah,
that
sure.
literally every session.
Let's discuss it later.
So there's 5 of us, plus
Fun.
No, he's going to think about this.
Discussing it later.
plus the 6
God damn it.
others that are over there, which makes 11.
Okay, you're coming with me to the slides. He
Yeah,
just grabs monochrome, just
Yeah.
carries him.
Everyone, all the groups have the fun word that goes with their number, but I feel like 11's just such a hard one.
We're discussing it later, please.
Such an awkward amount of people.
Let's discuss this over dinner.
Maybe if we bring Faro in and make it 12, make him an official member of the group.
So, while you guys are kind of talking, having some fun, these guys are like peak influencer at this point. They're going around like they're looking like they're having an absolute blast, but it's also kind of like mixed in with some of that kind of like that insufferable content creator stuff where they're like messing with people, and it's very Logan Paul.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh. Hmm.
I think we should kill them, guys.
I thought you said they were heroes.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, Crusher, if you had $20,000.
I was kidding about killing them, but I'm not that rich.
Let's just get monochrome in the boat.
You shouldn't joke about these things.
Well, I've
You
never
know,
killed anyone.
there is another option, another funny little option we could do. As Lockdown starts doing his little mental planning, as he likes to do. I know a bit about social media stuff. I'm online just a bit. As he starts to roll through everything as he's watching them, can I scheme to figure out a method of social media cancellation based on their actions right now?
Well, you know, the funny thing is about that is when you start looking online, Celestine's worst nightmare starts kind of coming to fruition. Some strangely anonymous, Twitter users are posting with a lot of your videos like, oh yeah, did you know that the white tigers are there too? And look at this. And they're kind of like posting in the comments. They're obviously way more like content driven style of videos and photos and stuff like that. And people are just kind of starting to go wild, and the stark contrast to your guys is kind of like a little bit more wholesome funness to their like creator funness is starting to show.
That's why Lockdown, in his head, he's like, well, I can't kill them with bullet. Can I socially kill them? He's like, I don't even care fully about like the end result Twitter wise right now. I just think these guys suck right now, and I think it'd be a little funny. That's why he's scheming of like, is there a maneuver that he could scheme to like just cancel them real quick with this trip?
Oops.
That's the game they want to play.
I wanted to test something.
Hey, Lockdown, there's a famous tweet of, if I ever woke up in the body of a K-pop idol's thing, I would tweet, I hate my white fans, in a video of me taking a fat bong rip. Funny tweet. Take the first part of it.
Go ahead. Make a technology roll. I guess we'll put social media in the technology category.
I'm gonna hero point roll.
Okay.
A cancellation check.
It wouldn't be presents?
I rolled a 10.
Well, if you could change the stat, sure. I wasn't able to change it when I was rolling the technology, though.
Technology for me is my best. But I got 24.
24. Okay. You're seeing everything, and so a thought does come to mind, right? These guys are literally the, like, I don't know how they're so popular type asshole content creators in a way. Like, they have a massive fan base. People absolutely eat their shit up. But they're also just, like, kind of not great people. If you play your cards right, you could technically start some beef with them. Have the moral high ground. And no matter how it turns out, people will be talking about both your groups, like, a ton.
Yeah, you play your cards right. They post a video of like some videos of that, and then some YouTube like commentary thing, like a Drew Gooden kind of style video where they cover it, and then we're discussed as the good guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get some drone footage of them doing like behind the scenes shit of them being awful to people. They'll post something on their Twitter. We'll go, this you, and we'll pay Moist Critical to do a video on it, talking about us in a good light.
Actually, even more. Here's my scheme. Here's more of my scheme. I think we continue on in the strategy that Monochrome just did. I think Monochrome has the absolute best methodology of this, but I think we target it. I think we do a targeted method of this. We do it a little even more intentionally. Like we do goodwill of, hey, we're working the same area, and we do that. We do exactly that. Drone footage of behind the scenes directly targeted. And so, if they do anything targeted at that, they make a video like that. We put out our own footage. People look at it for any beef. All we have is there's our version of it, and then who's that in the background? Them doing something unsavory or just being a dickhead.
Well, what I was saying is you guys don't even have to try to catch them doing, like, annoying stuff. They're the kind of content creators who will gladly like show that off just because, it's like, oh, they got money, they got popularity, they can do whatever they want kind of thing.
Yeah, well, we would get that kind of thing in the background. Like we're taking some nice footage of our vacation, and then we get part of it, like them like yelling at their cameraman or something.
Returning a walker that they've run off with for a prank to the old lady that needed it by the pool.
Oh my god.
Like that kind of deal, and then we get that inadvertently, or even we just go about it. But his scheme of getting more of it, getting more directed to where they say, get a little more footage targeted at us, to where people are talking about us, and then start being like, whoa, hey, I think they're just being dicks toward these, like, this other superhero team, is to where we just kind of take the monochrome route of like, hey, we just care about more people being safe in the neighborhood. Like, you're making this kind of an ego thing.
Okay, so you want to take the subtle approach of you know, you want to look like the wholesome group in comparison to their like kind of shittiness.
That is the already existing attitude of monochrome. Making monochrome play against heart in any way would, I think, be a bad idea for our leader of our team and the vibe of that. It's much easier. Actually, also, I'd say Celestine is also on that vibe. And Crusher to an extent, too. Actually, there'll be two of us that can easily flip-flop and lie our way out of it, is you and me, the two anti-heroes.
I could lie my way out of this.
I'm
a streaming personality. I can change my personality on a whim.
Literally, last session, I can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah, changing your personality isn't illegal.
But we have a lot of very like good for goodness sake, and then two anti-heroes. High five. High five, Suzanne.
As you say that, we just come down the slide. We're all a mess. Monochrome's just sitting there still talking to himself, trying to strategize.
But like, that is I think it's a lot easier for the two of us to play around against part. So we play up that wholesome angle. That's already the angle we kind of been going. So play that up. Bada bing, bada boom. People see it online of like, because I think I'd personally resonate with that if like I saw fucking Logan Paul superhero fucking with some people that were earnestly putting together that front of like, dude, why are you making this an ego thing? Like, we came up to you with the thing, with that like energy of, hell yeah, it's good to see more people around. We like keeping the neighborhood safe. Yeah, we're keeping the neighborhood safe. Unlike you, and like, okay, all right, man, whatever. And then you saw like multiple directed pranks at them. I'd be like, damn, this guy sucks. What an asshole. That is lockdown strategy.
All right. So, first, you guys have to deal with the fact that you're kind of being ratioed a bit in online. Right now, while they're doing kind of like that creator stuff, they're not necessarily just straight out doing anything too heinous. And so they just look like they're having more fun. And like, sure, reasonable people will look at it and be like, man, I hate these people. But, you know, the internet, we know, is not run by reasonable people.
Shit, we're being clowned on.
So what's the strategy for creating this perception that your groups are like at your approaches are like opposite? What's the impetus of this thing? Do you guys do anything? Do you hire anyone to do anything? Like, because as it stands, if you guys just go around trying to have some wholesome fun, then they're just gonna run away with the whole thing. You need to take some action.
Yeah.
I mean, we could hire someone to work on the online stuff.
Yeah,
Are they doing like the full influencer, like they're on camera stuff like that, or mostly just them acting as if they're on camera?
Oh, they definitely like brought people along to film them doing stuff. They're like doing shorts for TikTok and YouTube and everything like that. They might even be live streaming to like TikTok or something. And they're mostly doing stuff like popping champagne and spraying it all over the place, or
Looks at the very stressed out pool employees off to the side.
yeah.
Okay. The immediate bit that came into my head was is a little bit grassroots Twitter thing of like maybe pay somebody, maybe a little bit of tech between two people who are very good at tech, Celestine and myself, someone who understands social media, someone who's very good with technology, put together fake social media profile for a person who works at this place, using tech and money to bot the account, hack it a little bit, go through that, make a Twitter call out post for them being really shitty to the employees here and like abusing the staff, use some like proper Twitter like inflammatory language kind of deal. The kind of post that perfectly goes viral and like immediately, like that kind of post where you're like, this is somebody's like early kind of like, they haven't made many posts, they have 50 like followers, but then you like look away and suddenly it has 1 million likes. One of those random call out things.
Okay.
The immediate like, if we can't clap back because we're wholesome, distract the audience.
Another thing we can do is they seem to be offsetting some of the people by the pool. So as much as we like having our own seats, maybe combining all of our stuff to maybe 1 or 2 chairs and then just offering them to some of those people who have lost their seats because they've taken over.
Yeah.
Small acts of kindness that aren't really getting in their way.
Oh yeah, okay, that actually melds with something I was also gonna say, like suggest too. That's perfect. So because alongside this, if it catches on, there are people here on their phone, including employees and other people at this hotel. So they'd be like, oh, I'm currently at this pool, I work here, or I'm currently here. Yeah, these guys suck. But you know who didn't suck? Like, this other team, like, just gave me their spot. That was actually really nice of them. Like, they're, like, that kind of deal. Maybe, like, promote that a little bit.
Okay. All right. Sure. So
I would like it for like role wise to assist Celestine with making that.
sure. So what we're looking for is some victories on some skill checks against this other group. And I'm gonna say you guys need 5 victory points essentially, based on your rolls. So, for our tech one, if you want to go ahead and make your tech roll, Alex, for the boost.
Oh, alrighty. Oh,
That was really good.
Whoa.
I'll recheck the assisting rules real quick. 15
like
checks.
I don't know if I want to risk it. I feel like I should just take the 30 plus whatever you give me.
That's probably a good idea.
But what if I get like a 15? I just have like a 50% chance to just do better, but a 45% chance to do worse.
Well, currently, that plus or that 30 is providing a +5 circumstance bonus.
So I'll just roll a 35. I'll take the 35. Because I have skill mastery.
Okay,
With my plus 20 technology.
that's fair. Okay. So, the DC was 25 because you had to create an account, bot it appropriately, make it look organic, and then I'm assuming like either AI generating or like snapping a picture of someone who's struggling with taking care of this other group, the White Tigers. And bam, right out the gate, you guys got 3 successes.
Let's
This is
go!
Not
It's a
looking good.
It's a complicated tech problem, but we're, pretty good.
You're pretty good. They were kind of social engineering against you guys, and they didn't realize that they were messing with some of the pros.
I have maxed out technology, you fuckers.
They say they're influencers. They haven't seen any of Celestine's streams.
What
So-
plebs?
Already, like, it catches fire immediately, it seems like. It's just, there's already this kind of thing, like, everyone's like, oh man, Monochrome is at the lodge, that's kind of cool. And then this other group comes in, and they're like, oh man, look at these guys. And they get all of their followers and probably their own bots, like, talking up their various posts and whatever. So people are already, like, kind of paying attention to it. And you already had some supporters who are already like, the Monochrome group just looks like they're having fun. But these guys just look kind of just cheap as hell, honestly. Very influencer. Not very demure.
They got some videos going on where they're like popping champagne and throwing it around and making a big ruckus, and in the background you just see all of us going down a water slide together, going woo.
But then this account sparked up out of nowhere. It feels like of a staffer here at the lodge talking about like the really annoying process of cleaning a pool of like champagne and stuff like that, and just like a very legitimate sounding post, a very just like this, you can tell this person has done this job a bunch of times and this is really annoying. And this starts like a lot of flaming against this other group. Now it's not necessarily completely juxtaposed by you guys yet. You still got some points you need to win, but they're in prime position to get ratioed on if you guys do some goodwill here and get some good public opinion.
Alrighty.
So how do you
As-
do that?
As someone who is like been very fascinated with weird internet like call out culture and like random fandom drama shit, 'cause it's very funny to look into that on YouTube. There is going to be like one commentary YouTuber in a year or two that is going to go back to this specific circumstance in this world and be like, I have a conspiracy theory. I think this call out post that canceled the White Tigers is fake. And like no one is going to believe him, and he's gonna get like ran out of the community. But he was right.
Someone making the rise and fall of the White Tiger hero group.
Yeah, the rise and fall of the White Tigers, and like one person is gonna be like, I think that it's AI, like all this, and, like is gonna nail it. But like everyone's gonna be like, that is horseshit. That guy like had to go through all of this, and you're gonna dismiss like the victim.
The funny thing is both sides are technically right because, well, true, this was an AI generated like account pretty much. The staff probably do have to go through this anyway.
The grievances are completely true. The person posting it, fake.
Yeah.
Like, but what is, who's good at, like, talking to people?
I am.
Oh, hell yeah.
Celestine is in theory.
So, we could try, I think, at least an idea, because there's the idea I was floating, because the thing is we can't actively do it, is the thing. I don't think if we take an active role in this, we then lose. We have to be very passive, because we have to be basically kind of in the background in the visual aspect of this beef, being like, oh, look at these guys, they're just kind of hanging out. We have to be like, our focus as a superhero team is on making sure people are safe, making sure people are cool, and we're here to vacation and relax.
Do the White Tigers know about what's going on Twitter right now?
Oh, you can guarantee they're like glued to their phones.
Damn.
There's like a pause and all of their influencer stuff as they're just staring at their screens.
Well, like
Are they
one member in particular is probably like more into it or whatever while they're all doing their stuff, and you know they're
See
noticing
one of them
it.
sitting on the lawn chair sideways, just like leaning over, elbows on knees, fist clenched as he's staring at his phone.
Oh shit, I just had an idea.
It's like, 'cause if they're acting out about it, easy win right there.
I just had an idea. Do like a little thing. Stage a tiny little bit just in case like other people might be watching, specifically us or the White Tigers, because we don't want them to suspect us. Like Celestine whisper this to Monochrome, like, because we're kind of the ones scheming this. But like have a Monochrome offer the staff to pay for the damages that they cause to like the property around them.
Hey, Monochrome.
I start coming back and I'm like, guys, I got the churros and some popcorn to tide us over till lunchtime.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ooh.
I'm very much not involved in this scheming.
I'll just like put my hand on your shoulder, even though I'm pretty sure you're taller than me. How tall are you?
I'm pretty tall. I'm like, probably around 6 feet.
Okay, good. 3/4 of a foot taller than me. Hey,
Is that very tall?
what?
I'm sorry, Doit. You go. Sorry.
Okay. Hey, can you do something for me?
Of course, what do you need?
Go up to one of the staff somewhere and offer to pay for any damages the White Tigers caused. I'm 100% A-okay with this. This is Lockdown's idea, though.
Gotta make sure you throw them under the bus for just in case.
Oh, are they?
Hey, give credit what credit's due.
Are they being particularly rowdy or something? Are they causing a lot of damages?
They are
As you
champagne
see,
right into it.
Josh is literally using their concrete surfing to go into the pool to pick up trash that they've tossed into the pool that the staff is struggling to get.
They're littering. Champagne's going in the pool. That's fucking up the pool chemistry.
And we'll fuck up the pH levels.
Yeah.
Oh,
And will make it dangerous for other pool participants.
Yeah, there's children in there, and there's alcohol's going in there.
Kids are
the
getting
drain-
drunk left and right. They're stumbling around.
should I go over and say something to them?
No, don't say anything.
At the moment, offer to the staff to pay for the damages.
Well, all right then. I hope they're not causing too much issues around here, but I'll be right back then. I hand over the
Actually, before
staff.
Monochrome does that, can I make one quick check beforehand?
Sure.
Scanning the workers. Is there an employee that looks the most Twitter addicted?
Who's chronically online, Cam?
Okay.
I'm looking for an insight, and specifically, I do have something. I have something that might help this.
You turn on your super senses and hear someone's phone constantly buzzing in their pockets.
I have an advantage for this.
Every time it buzzes, they look down and like have to stop themselves from grabbing it.
Okay. All right. Sure. Go ahead and make an insight. The DZ will be 25.
You see someone
Okay.
actively
I found them.
slacking off to be on Twitter.
Yeah, hiding just like in the shade.
Somebody
So-
was here. Immediately tapped into the drama.
So once you notice this whole thing, once you notice that you guys are kind of being attacked, Lockdown has locked in. He is looking for any kind of weak points or anything. You saw the White Tiger guy kind of looking on the phone. You know that what this your hit is doing some damage for sure, and you get this idea. All right, I need to I need someone here like in the staff who like is kind of getting tuned in on this too. You're looking around and you definitely see like a young staffer, probably in their early 20s, something like that, kind of like standing off in like a corner. No one is really near, and they're like checking their phone. You know they're not supposed to, but you know that they're like checking it very intently and kind of looking over at the White Tigers. You know this person is locked into the drama.
Hey, Monochrome.
Yeah?
That one.
Oh,
He, indicates to that specific employee.
all right. I'll be right back, guys. I head on over to do it.
Okay. You go up to the young man and he's like, "Oh, how can I help you, sir?"
Hi, my team and I gestured to everyone. I said we started noticing that the White Tigers over there are causing a bit of a ruckus. I hope they're not causing it too much, but we understand how tough it can be to be doing hero work, and sometimes people need to let off steam, and not everyone can do that so constructively and peacefully. So we just wanted to just offer to pay for any damages that they might be causing here, and for you guys, if there's an actual problem, feel free to come let us know, and we can help talk to them and see if we can come to an understanding about settling down a bit.
Oh, that's... Well, actually, you don't have to do that. They're the ones who are kind of being inconsiderate. You guys don't have to pay. That just doesn't seem right.
It's all right. We're in the same line of work. I understand how stressful it can be when you get an opportunity like this to sort of let loose and without worrying about it. It can be hard to hold yourself back and think too clearly all the time. I don't really want to take this moment of rest away from them, but I'd like to handle it if we can, and if it gets to be a real problem, we can do something about it then. But I just want to make sure that their vacation's going as good as possible without being too much of an inconvenience to everyone else.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Oh my god.
Fucking so wish.
I've never seen you guys so in tune, so on the ball, man. If only dealing with Dr. Plague went this smoothly.
Cam, you know that the one thing that we're good at in any game is just absolutely spitefully dunking on some random guys.
Yeah,
Oh, it's true.
dicking around is our specialty, Cam.
Well,
fucking-
it's so weird that you guys just happen to get another enemy group or enemy hero group just to do just that.
Well, these are antagonists. This is different. We didn't construct our own people to make fun of.
This true, true. Yeah, that's right. You guys are better at doing it with people you invent.
Cam, how many people are in this group?
Like 5.
All right,
Okay, there's a
six now.
6th person who is like just an absolute loser, who's like the rowdiest of them all, and he looks like an absolute buffoon too.
And he like
Yeah,
shit
he
his
just-
pants and like he's like embarrassing.
He just got here, and he only has like 15 power points. He's barely powered.
Like you can tell that the other 5 are actually like not that bad at guys, but they're like influenced by being around this 6th dude who's just like too like he's so pushy about like doing crazy stuff.
All right, guy invented. Let's go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How many hero points do you need to make this guy?
But at this, like, Lockdown was able to zoom in on this, and he's like reading this situation, reading their body language, seeing that it looks very successful. He is full like fucking hand steepled, locked in, and like just leans back. Celestine definitely like next to him. It's just all right. I think we won.
All right, hey, do a peace sign for the selfie.
He holds up a peace sign. But it's just a very stiff, like pose.
And selfie.
All right.
All right, thanks.
For
In the
this-
background, you guys catch me talking to the employee and us like just having a laugh about something we said just then, like having a nice friendly time.
Then turns right back into casual convo. So personable.
So, just to ensure, like, what are the main things you want for this guy to get from your conversation, Monochrome?
What I want?
Yeah.
I think I want to sort of just get across my sincerity of like wanting everyone to have a good time, like the staff, the White Tigers, the random guests. I want him to know that like we're here if they need help. Even though we're on vacation, we're still a hero group. We can help out when stuff gets actually to be a problem, and like we want to make sure that everyone's just sort of having fun around.
Oh, kind of cool that there's a hero group being considerate and trying to help the regular people around them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't have any ulterior motives.
All right. So, of course, if anyone knows anything about social media, is that when a random nobody gets a chance to like speak on a super big thing blowing up at the moment, they will. And this guy, super in tuned into everything, immediately goes to Twitter and talks about his encounter with Monochrome.
Yep.
I for sure take a selfie with him too, just to be like, hey, like my arms over his shoulder, just giving him a light hug.
Online, it's just this guy next to this blinding light glaring off of the
Just a
camera.
dude next to a lens
Marina
flare.
Hawaii.
There's a trend of people going, hey guys, look, I met Monochrome, but they're clearly just like holding a super bright flashlight directly at the camera.
Like they need lights that have, or they need cameras that have different like exposure times to get a good picture of you.
Yeah. Oh man, you could also just post a screenshot from any J.J. Abrams film, like the Star Trek movie, and just be like, "Yo, Monochrome, nice cameo."
Did
Hey, that'd be a
that
great meme to put on the internet.
Yes.
everyone's just putting pictures of bright flashes in movies? Like, did you guys know that Monochrome was in this film? You guys might have missed it. I mean, he was right here.
It'd be a good meme. And this guy's just talking to him. He's like, Monochrome came up to me personally, said that they would take care of any of the damages going on with this mess, and they just wanted to make sure that everyone, including the White Tigers, were gonna just have a good time, and that they would step in if anything got too out of hand. We're so lucky to have Monochrome. And if you're still watching the White Tigers, the guy who was on his phone before, like, after a few moments, like, you just see a vein just on the side of his head.
I'm still walking back to the group. I'm about to reach him. I look over, see him glance at me, and I wave at him, smiling.
And
He curses in Korean.
a fucking lockdown is full and this is the first time I have ever done a social assassination.
A what?
Nothing.
Anyways, great selfie I saw you take.
That was-
The classes you asked me for honestly helped out.
That was a perfect moment. That's exactly what we came here for.
Thank you. I'm glad it's all going so well. You know, guys, I gotta be honest. I was before going into this, I was a little hesitant. I had my reservations. I really did, but I think this is good for us. I think, you know, I feel really close with the team, the whole team, everyone, and I gesture to wherever Crusher and Sasha are at now as well. And I'm like, I feel like a lot of weight's been lifted off my shoulders, you know, like it's just sort of hard to know how stressed you are when you're in the middle of it all, you know?
Yeah.
Sasha's currently in part of the wave pool that's been hit by the alcohol, and they're currently dragging out some kids that look like they're starting to get intoxicated because they accidentally swallowed the water.
Oh,
You know, if more vacations are like this, I think I could get behind it.
We should definitely do this again sometime. Not even for the PR boost. I think it's a fun time.
Hey, Crusher, can you grab this third kid?
oh yeah. He just grabs him really gently. Do you need any help?
Yeah, let's take him to the paramedic.
Yeah. Poor
You
kid.
can definitely tell that not a lot of people here have drunk champagne. You think a little champagne in the pool just gets people drunk.
Super diluted champagne, 1 to 1,000. Kid takes a quick sip of water and gets all loopy.
It's not normal champagne. It doesn't mix well with the water, so it's just sitting on top.
It's superhero champagne.
It's super
Yeah.
champagne.
This
like
is why it's
the-
worse for these kids.
It was a really fucked up prank they were doing. They were pouring they were doing that thing where every influencer does it. It's where they replace a pool with blank, and they
So
did it
feisty.
with alcohol.
I fill a pool with Jello. I fill a pool with sand. These guys decided to fill it with alcohol.
And then just didn't tell anyone.
I mean, to be fair, like watching a bunch of kids stumbling around and stuff, kind of funny.
It is funny, but it's not legal for these kids to be drunk.
Until you
No.
get the full idea that they've actually just been poisoned. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
one of those things where like the internet would be split on it. The assholes laughing at it and the reasonable people being like, "That's fucked up. What are you doing?"
It'd be that thing where you see a clip of it and you're like, oh, you get a little chuckle, and then you stop and you're like, oh,
That was a crime and it's super messed up.
You have to wait. You're like, I don't. That's
So-
okay.
Technically, I might be able to heal because restorative can restore character points removed by weaken effects with the appropriate descriptors such as injury, disease, or poison. I don't know what the effects alcohol would have in this game.
Technically poison.
I would think it's poison.
Yeah, I don't know if
Poison
it's doing a weaken effect.
I don't
though.
know if it's doing a weaken effect, but sure, we could say for all intents and purposes you can. Why not?
I will attempt to heal these kids of their drunkenness.
You easily
very
do
least.
so.
It would just be that kind of thing where a kid would drink that and be like, my tummy hurts. Be that kind of
You
thing.
start picking them up to move them and they go, higher, higher. I'm an airplane.
Go to
Yeah.
twitter.com and rant about how White Tiger got these kids drunk and I had to handle them.
There was a bunch of drunk kids. What the fuck?
But you can rest assured knowing White Tiger is not gonna take this lying down. They were just here
We
having a
didn't-
good time.
We didn't do anything.
And now this other group is showing them up. Acting like you're the good guys.
We are.
I
Well,
mean,
they don't
hey,
think so.
we didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
Those cunning bastards. Acting
just
nice to people?
Being
Helping?
friendly?
What's their
Making
angle?
our trip less expensive, those fuckers.
No, they're just gonna lie online. They're like, our champagne was not alcoholic at all. We would never do that to kids.
Post video of kids drunkenly stumbling after they get out of the pool.
But yeah, your trip might just be beginning.
Ooh.
I mean,
This is
it's
only
day
day
1 of 7, so yeah, I think it is just beginning.
It is. But yeah, I think that'll be a good point to leave off on for today. You guys had a run-in with a antagonistic hero group, and you won the social media battle for now. But White Tigers are gonna be out for blood next. So we'll see
Dang.
how that goes. But
They're
yeah,
aiming to
let's go ahead
become
and
the
give y'all
Red
some-
Tigers.
Sorry?
They're aiming to become the Red Tigers.
Let's go ahead and give you some hero point or some power points. So you guys get 2 for being here, and any hero nominations in or kudos.
Lockdown for meticulously trying to plan the most efficient day ever.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's both lockdown and monochrome.
I was gonna immediately say I liked immediately comboing that with you, Booter.
I felt like we really found our calling in a vacation. We fell right into the slots that we belonged in.
We immediately recognized that we were kindred spirits in that moment. And I also enjoyed Celestine being like, no, stop.
But I've never done this before. I just want to do it right. I want to make sure I'm not making any big mistakes, ruining everyone's vacation.
Because I enjoyed the no, this isn't how you do it, and then being like, wait a second, lockdown, money. Okay. You pinpointed the exact reason he would stop doing it.
Than me being like, oh god, I'm not smart enough to figure out the stuff that Lockdown was doing. I can't do this on my own.
They're the 3 character sheet motivations he has: secret identity, money, and reputation.
I'd also like to give one to my good friend Lockdown and Celestine for being the strategist for our takedown of a rival group.
Yes.
I agree.
I like how that's what we did in our TTRPG where we're superpowered people. We had a social media battle with another superpowered group
Yeah.
while we were staying at a resort.
Yep.
That's just the epitome of tabletop right there.
Yep.
Yeah, we went to the Great Wolf Lodge and got in a Twitter beef. I like every once in a while talking to people that I know that play like tabletop, and they're like, I play D&D 5. Here's a game we did where we fought like a evil king doing some dark magic, and like, what'd you do? Like, well, here's a session example. This is another one I gotta talk about. I canceled somebody on Twitter.
We roleplayed watching Jumanji as vampires.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every game of ours has to have one moment
A
where
moment
we just
where
do
we
something normal
play
as hell.
something incredibly mundane. And I think that's fun. I think it's fun to really, really just be mundane in a thing that is just incredibly over the top ridiculous.
Listen, we got superpowers, but we're just people. We're just guys at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, legitimately at the beginning of the session, I was starting to panic because I was like, all right, I want to have a good team bonding session. Let's just do something where everyone can just have fun and goof around. And like trying to figure out what you guys were supposed to be doing, and it was like, let's go to a botanical garden, let's go through a convention. I'm just like, oh my god, oh no.
You didn't think we'd figure it out.
I was gonna figure it out, just not in character right away.
Also, I resent the implication that a botanical garden wouldn't be fun.
Yeah,
We'd find a way to make it good.
you don't trust us.
We'd find a way to make literally every single thing good. Because
Literally
there's
just
not
the
enough
other
fun.
day. Literally just the other day, I was driving past the Gardens of the World out here, and I was like, "Oh man, that would be so fun to go there. I want to go there now."
Botanical gardens are sick.
They're
So
nice.
hype.
I'm not saying they're not enjoyable, but like the whole point is for you guys to like have the perception that you guys are fun loving and enjoy each other's time. And walking around looking at plants is definitely not good PR.
Bet.
Watch me.
Get a lot of pretty pictures from it.
Do you know what my helmet does after I tinker with it? Smells better than you. I will smell these flowers so good,
So hard.
and then I will log it all in my travel guide, and I will rank them on a flower tier list, and I'll post it online for people to comment on. That's proper social media. You said we need to do stuff about influencers and all that. You know what's peak influencers? Tier lists.
True.
True. I want to give a point to my good friends Crusher and Sasha for just sort of being absolute chill machines on a vacation. Just like,
Fucking kudos to being normal human beings going on a vacation.
You know, I agree. Go ahead and take the Normie Award.
Yes, thank you.
You know, I enjoyed the moment with Crusher and Monochrome, where Monochrome's like, wait, do I need to do something more? Crusher's like, no, on the boat, picks up Monochrome.
Yeah, that was a fun moment. Like, no, vacation. I really liked the bits where, because like Celestine was that too, but like Celestine was really hard on like the two weirdos of like trying to keep it in rain. But Crusher and Crusher and Sasha were really hard on the like, we're ordered to vacation. Fucking based. Let's go. We're gonna have fun. Because every time it was like cut to Sasha and Crusher. Except for at the end, you guys were on some other form of fun activity. Which is just a vibe. The job was have fun, and you both went to go succeed at it.
I think the only reason Monochrome was having a good time was because anytime he started thinking, the two of y'all were like, anyway, I'm heading over to the wave pool. See ya. And he's like, wait, but we gotta hang together. Just followed you and did it too.
This is more of a kudo, but I appreciate the aesthetic clash between Sasha and everyone else in the group. Everyone's gotten like nice colored stuff, and then there's just the black void off in the corner.
It was great. Starting first was a great vibe, because starting first was a great vibe for Sasha, and then immediately following it up with Monochrome and peak dad fit.
That was so funny.
That's true. Yeah, I really liked Monochrome's vibe for the session. So go ahead and take a point for that as well.
Underrated joke. I really enjoyed. Monochrome has sunglasses. Physically cannot wear them because it reflects his own light back into his face. I thought that was really funny.
I thought of that so early. As soon as we arrived, you guys were like, all right, describe your outfits. And it's like, oh, this is how sunglasses would work for me.
I think that idea of like putting on sunglasses and going, ah, damn it. Like, just, it's so funny.
Ah, the light's coming from my eyes.
You know, I'll also give you all another point. Your group is insanely memeable and internet friendly.
Yeah,
I leveled up.
same.
Wow.
I appreciated the moment where we talked about how all of us would be ripped into for our outfits not being accurate if we went to a convention.
I do think Lockdown would punch a nerd really hard if he started insulting his outfit at a convention.
That's not the authentic lockdown helmet. I'm sorry, but you have some accuracy problems.
The filter's on the other side, actually.
I changed it last night, dickhead. And like he fucking knee him in the dick. Like immediately. I just start kicking him repeatedly.
It's called
Killing-
innovation.
I invented it. I can change it if I want to. I'm gonna change it every night just to spite you. As he just like keeps kicking. It is like
Makes-
ripped off of it.
Pulls out a gun with a silencer.
Teleports him 2 miles into the air.
I think the only ones who would have a good time at the convention would be Celestina, who would just like have an actual following at the convention and would be living the creator lifestyle. And then me, who everyone's like, "Oh wow, that's a good costume." I can hardly even see the LEDs. So well put together. Must be a real bitch on the power source, though.
I'm just a part of a panel.
You know,
Aren't you overheating in that costume?
if we have to go to a convention like this, Lockdown he won't bring anything lethal. I will modify my teleport gun to teleport really long range. If anyone really annoys me, I will send them to Germany.
Just teleport them to a shower.
I'll send them to just a remote location in Germany. Just like a field in the middle of like Lisbon or something.
Like the
Super
poor
far away.
sheep farmer just watching people just teleport in.
Yeah, just nerds like appear like someone does that and is like, "Oh, you're locked down. Do you remember this one villain you worked with 3 years ago?" No, and he just poofs away. Stop
Stands out in the
asking
middle
me
of the field.
questions.
I think that was legitimate lockdown.
Nope, that's Lockdown. He certainly has his anger.
Lockdown, now that I finally get to meet you, I've been wanting this opportunity because like I feel like just a lot of your inventions are like so unoptimized. Like I feel like you could do it
Germany.
better if you just someone who absolutely doesn't know what they're talking about comes up to give you pointers on it.
It's true. I could
Sending
do
you to
that.
Germany. Then you just appear. There's like a mini convention going on in Germany.
Thing is, I could do that, but be right about how you could optimize it. 'Cause my technology is better than yours.
Yeah, I would be angry about it, but I couldn't do anything about it because you'd be right. I would just seethe about it for the night and fix it, and then not tell you about it.
Mhm.
But you'd know, and then you'd like smile knowingly, like, "You fixed it," and I'd be like, under my helmet, but you wouldn't see it. But you know, and I hate it.
All right, any other hero nominations in or kudos?
Celestine for adding that one little bit of work to the vacation.
The one bit of work.
The file reader.
Oh yeah, that's set up.
You know, yeah. I'll hold off on the point for now because it's probably a good setup for next session. So
I feel like Sasha did most of the heavy lifting when it came to planning the vacation like a normal person and not like a crazy person.
that's true. You know what, Sasha? I could take another normie point.
Was really throwing out the only ideas we were having.
That's true. I was gonna throw them out of character. Lockdown was not gonna help with that. I was purely waiting for like the moment we were gonna be like, all right, out of character, what are we gonna do? And then also our lawyer was like, I don't know, roller coaster, a water park, and I was like, those are hilarious images. My vote's for both of them.
Can we give points to our lawyer to level him up along those?
Yes.
Because that man's having the most normal, relaxing vacation while we're out here having beef with superheroes.
He's not having a vacation. He's working his ass off right now.
He's working his ass off, but he can have a normal relaxation. He's not out here having to worry about a Twitter war because one superhero is being an ass.
He's
No.
probably seeing it.
Yeah, he's probably like looking it up online and being like hand on face, just like, what did I do?
I don't think he knows it's us. We have zero traces that this is because of us.
No, but he would see that we were at the wave pool, and he probably would make the connection because he'd see our social media posts that Celestine's posting and line up with the white tiger instant.
And also the fact that an employee did say, "Oh, hey, Monochrome offered to pay for everything that they're doing."
Okay, a really smart person could point it out, like our lawyer.
He is a very smart person. We asked for a smart lawyer.
True, it can be traced. That it was schemed, but if you ask Monochrome, which you probably, who knows if he will, we have an alibi.
I mean, I can fully persuade anyone we want.
I believe that you could.
Oh, good session. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I was honestly unsure for a moment whether this was going to go that well or not.
Just because you hate flowers doesn't mean we were having doubts.
No, it wasn't that part. I was not sure if you guys wanted to like have a beach episode, quote unquote, rather than punch another silly villain with dumb puns.
It's a fun premise, and it's also the premise that I think we can have like superhero issues and not like have them be supervillain kind of deals,
Yeah. Well, I
And,
mean,
like-
that was the whole point why I had that episode. Last episode was, last episode was a little hard, a little intense for some things. So I was like, that was a great time to have just a relaxing episode.
It really
This-
is.
This is when it would happen in the cartoon series.
Exactly. And like it's the I think it's the vibe that can easily happen of like in a superhero world, even though you're out somewhere like this, it's a lot of times the themes of superhero stuff is that vibe and that theme of like you might not be a superhero, but you can still be a hero by just keeping an eye out and caring about the people around you. And then we're now in a situation where superheroes are being pieces of shit and not caring about the people around them. And it's like, yeah, that we're hitting that vibe. And we're hitting that because they're being, like Logan Paul.
Yep, exactly. Plus, I think I think if superhero things like were real, this kind of stuff would happen all the time. Just
100%.
just groups being like playing super hard on the social media end of things, trying to get super popular.
A lot of superheroes would be like Twitch streamers, YouTubers, like big Twitter account, like 100%.
And
Also, yeah, the monochrome fucking memes that could happen
I love
because he
that.
only shows up as a flash of light.
I love the fact that just everyone just posting pictures of glares from movies, being like, "Look, it's monochrome." I think that would be a real meme that would exist.
That's a great bit.
But all right, that's gonna be it for us. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely, things will get more serious. We are now at the halfway point for our Mutants and Masterminds campaign. So we'll see. I have some plans. There's definitely a lot of intense stuff right around the corner. We gotta deal with the CEO, Celestine's parents, and I have some more plans. So stay tuned. Like, follow, subscribe on your platform of choice. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
I zoned out halfway through that sentence.
I could tell.